Okay. Good evening, everybody. It is 7:05 on the 13th of February, 2025, and I'm going to call the regular meeting of the Board of Finance to order. If you would join me, rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have a fairly short agenda tonight. I don't see anyone here for public comment unless I'm missing somebody who's really tiny. So we'll look over. The town treasurer's report is attached. Anybody have any questions? Pretty straightforward. We're doing okay as far as what our anticipated income for interest is so far. Everything looks pretty normal. Anything, Marty? Anybody? Okay. Moving on, I'm going to ask Mr. Gala to move forward our supplemental appropriations.
Resolution 02-25-01 to move $425,000 from the general fund to account number 0101-3400-511152, employee benefits fringe workers' comp to cover heart and hypertension claims as discussed in previous meetings. I move its adoption.
Thank you. Well, Marty was quick tonight. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Marty. So the motion is to move $425,000 from the general fund to employee benefits and fringe workman's comp. This is the case that we discussed in executive session last month. This is the final settlement of that case. So if there's any specific questions, that would need to be discussed. But I think we talked in great length about it, and this was the best of the possible outcome as far as I can tell. All those in favor of moving the $425,000 in supplemental appropriation to employee benefits and fringe workers' comp, signify by saying aye. Okay. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 500. Scott is absent. Vinny is voting for Paul this evening. No, I'm sorry. Christine is voting for Paul this evening, and Vinny is voting for Rosemary. Well, I thought Scott was coming. I wouldn't have left Christine over there all alone. I do like the red, though. That was very good for Valentine's Day. Even Vicky. That was good.
Fine.
We're good? You're good with that? We're good? All right. All right, Mr. Gala.
Resolution 02-25-02 to move $175,000 from the general fund to account number 0108-0800-578806 to Tree Warden Emergency Services, and this is to cover the shortfall in the account due to the storm on August 1st, 2025, and that was the windstorm we had in town. I move its adoption.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would
Thank
be
you, Vinny.
24 though for the date, because
24.
we haven't reached August in
We haven't reached
2025
August
yet.
25. Thank you, Christine. So I'll amend that to August 1st, 2024.
Okay. So all of the work for the 175 Maria was due to that one storm? So the reason I'm asking is Scott did send me a message. He asked me to clarify because the storm was in August, 6 months, out. And we did ask that if they were running over budget that they come and talk to us. So he would like us to wait until on that. I'm not for doing that, but I do want to make it known that, one of the things is we ask them not to go over budget without coming to us. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it was all related to that storm, we would have to come to you. So if it
I don't know if it's all related to the storm. I can't be sure.
Yeah. Well, no, I know that we had talked about it in the fall that we would be seeing a bill from the storm. Can you just ask George to send us an email
Yep.
with that update? I think that would make Scott more comfortable as far as that. The work was done and we need to pay for it. We understand that.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure that we're watching where we are.
So you want a schedule?
Yeah, just an update.
Update on how much.
Where
was for
where the
storm.
overage is and what are we looking at moving forward till the year end?
I don't know if they
And
can
if-
do that.
if it's
I don't know
looking
if
like-
they can give you that, but
Well, then they need to come.
yeah.
Okay. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah, the only thing I would ask is that if we could have the request for action amended with the proper dates in there,
Yep.
because we've got the supplemental appropriation. It says August 1, 2025 all
Yeah.
over everything here, so. just
Yeah,
to-
and it's August 3rd, 2024 too.
August 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I have a motion to
So
amend?
moved.
Thanks.
Sure.
Thanks, Christine. And a second? Thanks, Vinny. I could take that by unanimous consent. That will change the, okay. So the 02-2502 supplemental appropriation and move $175,000 to the tree warden emergency services account from the general fund with the dates amended as discussed. 8/3/2024. And can I take that by unanimous consent? Good. All right. We'll move on to year-to-date budget reports. Want to hit the highlights, Maria?
We should be about 58% spent on the salaries, which were about in that area, except for some departments that are still short-staffed, so they're using either seasonal or consultants to be able to do the work. We're still doing that in the assessor's office, which is page 20. The fringe benefits account on the workers' comp, if you look at page 22, you'll see it's over budget by 194,000, and that has to do with the payment for 425,000. Page 24.
Before you do that, I just do want to note, there is a schedule from the tree warden in our packets
Yeah.
on page 18 and 19. That's just the historical spend and averages. So what I'm actually asking for is the schedule for, what the overage is for this year.
No, it does have this year.
It just gives a dollar amount, though.
You want it specifically? for
Yeah,
the
I just want to
store.
know, where
Okay.
that work was, and I think that's what Scott was
Okay.
asking for.
No worries. Yeah, we'll get that. So we looked at the workers' comp, page 22. On page 24, we have the extraordinary item on town hall account for 23,000 overspent. This has to do with the OSHA mitigation that we had to do because of the audit that came in. So we're not there yet with all the final mitigation, so once that's done, we either come for a transfer or supplemental.
How much is left, Maria?
I don't know. I'll get an update on that.
Okay.
I'll have to,
Thank you.
I'll find out from George and Dimitri.
If you look though on page 21 in the tree warden line, right, it says,
Yeah, page 38.
oh, 38, sorry. Oh, you're right, it's 40. I'm sorry, there's the top.
The packet, the pagination for the packet, and then the
versus the
munis
report numbers. Yeah, sorry. So the emergency services line had 40 grand in it originally, and then what they spent, right, was the 195. So that's where the 174,
Right.
75 came
Yeah.
from.
No, I understand the amount. I think Scott was asking where the work was.
Yeah,
was
like-
it
like
just related to
streets
that
and
one thing?
things.
Was it trees down, near power lines? Was it just cleanup from the storm, or did we have a lot of people accessing, through the portal that they had issues on their property?
The snow account will definitely go over. Unfortunately, we just had to order another $400,000.
I thought when we hit warm weather in January, we might be in the clear.
Yeah. right now, on page 30, at that time, we were over 42,000. We just put a PO in, the 160 is to cover a delivery that's coming in. And I believe they're putting another order in this
Do you think
week.
we'll have to cover within from other line items?
Well, the only line item to cover from here, it would be the 501105. You can see it's got 64,000. That's for the overtime. So I'm sure that's going to be used up as well, since they're out there as well.
Okay.
So it may be a supplemental. I would,
Maria, you mentioned 160 for us delivery. Is that salt, sand? Is that
it's the salt.
salt?
Salt.
Thanks.
It's on page 30. Did you just, okay.
So your page number is 30 versus the munis report numbers are on the bottom. There is no page 30 for the munis report, so I don't believe. No, am I on the wrong? I might be in the wrong spot.
No, it's on top. The page
Yeah,
number is
It's your page number.
your page.
Um,
Then- Yeah, and then you'll see that on page 38, there's the tree warden with the 174. They do have a PO for 19,000, but that's left in there. So, I mean, we could use it, but we don't know what's coming down the pike, so
Okay.
we left that open. And there's, in the 522205 account, which is the regular tree work, there is a PO for 73,000. But again, we don't know if it's going to be used up.
Okay.
So there may be money to transfer, but it's early in the year.
Okay, let's see what
Yeah.
George has for information, and we'll decide what we need to do from there.
Well, that's why we're reporting to you anyway
yeah.
today, just because it was running over, so.
Yes. I do have to commend the Department of Public Works, though. Our roads have been fantastic and very easy to traverse, and I leave very early from work and have not had a problem. So I'm very thankful, and the salt and sand is a worthwhile investment, and they do a great job.
Yeah.
Any other questions on year-to-date for Maria? She's still flipping.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marty.
It's not exactly on year to date. I was just curious about health insurance. Do we have the same health insurance as this school? The town uses the same. Are we in the same pool, or are they
Yes.
different? They are, right?
Yes.
So I heard a rumor or some 13%. Is the
Yes.
town also
Yes.
heard it's going up 13%?
Yes.
So currently, my understanding is that the state plan, the Board of Ed pulled out of United Healthcare last year when they had a 40% increase or 30% increase, and went back to the state plan. And the state plan came in much lower than anticipated last year for both the town and the Board of Ed. This year, they were told to estimate 10%, and recently we're told it's looking more like 13%, but we won't have the final number until after the first selectman's budget is done. So it's still a little bit up in the air. The percentage for the state is actually 12%, they're estimating, but because we're in Fairfield County, we get hit with a 1% surcharge. Not sure why. So I know that the Board of Ed and the First Selectman's Office have been working with the state delegation to find out more information, and also reached out to Scanlon's office to see where they are. Did I explain that okay? Hey, I was paying attention.
Thank you. And do we shop it also, I presume, with other vendors?
Yeah.
Or
We have a broker, but we did that last year, but didn't come near the pricing we received, so we
Okay.
didn't go to bid this year.
all right, thank you.
Any other questions on that stuff? No. In the revenue report, Maria, anything?
No, I just noticed that Anthony's report on interest is higher than Munis, but I think there were a couple journal entries not posted, so I'm going to look into that.
Okay, thank you. And then you have fund balance listed.
I know, unfortunately, I didn't get to it this week.
That's okay.
I will follow up next week and send it to the board.
Are we close to filling positions in your office?
Well, we filled the assistant finance director with my county manager, and now we need to interview for the accounting manager. So applications came in, HR is reviewing the applications, and we'll be interviewing when we get that list.
Okay.
And then our payroll clerk may be leaving, so now we'll be looking for a payroll clerk as well.
That's not good.
No, it's not the best time either. So, so be patient with us.
Okay. Anything we can do for moral support? Do I need to drop off cookies or something? Let me know. All right, chocolate cake, chocolate cake. If there's nothing else, we just have approval of minutes from our December 12th meeting. I'll take a motion to accept the meeting minutes as presented. Vin was not here for that meeting. So, Christine, you made the motion?
I think.
All right. Somebody raise their hand.
hand. Sure.
Oh, Marty will make the motion. Christine, do you want to second that?
Sure.
All right, Christine will second that. Any comments, corrections, anything I need to worry about? So all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, so that'll be 4. Anybody not want to take the minutes? And one abstention, Vin is going to abstain, so it'll be 4-0-1. All right. Anybody have anything else that they want to bring up? Anything for the next meeting that they want to talk about? Oh, Maria?
So item 22502, you tabled that item for the next meeting, or?
Oh, did I forget to vote on that? I thought we took it by unanimous consent. We're all set.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
yeah. So Dave made the motion, Vinnie seconded. Then we
Okay.
amended the date. Christine
Okay.
amended and Vinnie seconded. And then we did that by unanimous
Yeah,
consent.
because at first I thought you were gonna,
Oh, no.
Okay.
We know that you did the work.
yeah.
Oh, so would I have to go back? Yes, we did both.
Okay.
Madam Chair, is
Yeah.
Dan Shepherd. I'm not clear that there was actually, I thought the vote that was taken was on the amendment. I
Yeah.
don't think there was a vote on the.
So there was an amendment to the motion for 022502 to amend the, we did the vote, I thought, as amended with the date as discussed, but I will do that again. Did anybody not want to give them the money for the tree warden for 175,000? Yes, we do. Because when we're voting on it as amended. There was a motion, there was an open motion on the floor, then a motion to amend. So we just have to confirm that we all want to give them the money. To amend.
No, the first motion.
Dave and Vinnie seconded. Yes. So are we unanimously agreement that we're giving them the $175,000 in a supplemental from the general fund to the tree warden? Okay, so we're good. All right.
Any changes to the budget hearings?
No, there are no changes to the budget hearings as listed in the packet. Our 2 public hearings will be here in chambers, but we'll have hybrid capability.
Okay.
Go ahead,
A
Marty.
request.
Yes.
When we're doing these, they're going through Zoom or?
The 2 full-day hearings with the departments are going to be on Zoom.
Can I request that they be use the functionality that transcribes it so that we can get summaries of it later? It's free.
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
just transcribe it.
Let me refer to Bill. Bill, can we do that?
Sure, we can talk.
Okay, thank you.
Because then we can get summaries of that as well, which will be handy.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a good idea. I have no idea
So
what he's
there's
talking
no
about.
no minutes needed for that, if you have a transcribe.
Okay, we can figure
We
that
can
out.
talk about,
Okay.
Well, you probably still need minutes. I mean, just because it's being transcribed, you probably still need minutes of actions and all. But the minutes are helpful. I mean, the transcription is helpful to have that. Thank you.
Okay. Good. That all being said, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Thanks, Vinny. Anybody not want to go home? Okay, we're going home.